Okay.
All right.
You don't need,
Let's
we
do
don't
it.
need TV.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Are you ready for this? Do you feel it?
Oh, Wayne, do you know that Frank's gonna host because he does
Okay.
good and I want to. So
All right.
I mean, because Frank's great. He
Okay,
really
let him
takes the
go.
reins and runs with it.
all right. Shut the fuck up, Eric. I'm taking this show right now.
And that's how it happened.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Media Clash podcast. This is episode 11 of said podcast.
No.
Yeah, you got it.
11. It is 11.
It is 11?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is
wow.
11. Don't fuck with me, Eric. This is not a thing I'm used to. If you didn't know, that's Eric, also known as Scooby Shag on Twitter. Hey, Eric.
Brat.
Say hi.
Beyond
Oh,
catchphrase.
you
Very
might have
funny.
caught a little chuckle there from Old Man Wayne. He's Twitterless Wayne, but he also does YouTube stuff, and you can find him there on YouTube. Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Frank. How you doing? What's up, Internet?
I'm doing good, Wayne. Wait. Oh yeah, we have that other guy not from this country. Yeah, his name's Johnny. He recently came to our country and invaded Disney World or something like that.
Blood raped Mickey Mouse.
butt.
And say hi, Johnny.
Hello, Internet World.
So this is a Media Clash podcast. We talk about movies, TV, games, or maybe not one of those, maybe not any of those. We don't know yet. So
We
I'd
do
like to
what
just
we
start
want.
off. Hey, what was that? What was that, Wayne?
I said we do what we want because we're grown-ass men.
Yes,
And also
we are
because
grown-ass
we-
men,
we're terrible
except maybe
predators.
Eric. He's a child.
It's true, especially when I shave.
Is that just orange juice? I'll be disappointed if that's just orange juice.
Okay, first of all, nothing wrong with just orange juice. It's the greatest fruit ever. Second of all, if I had vodka, you can bet your ass it would be in here. I would love to have a screwdriver right now.
I got water.
Am I the only one drinking on this podcast?
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
It's
that's
normally
great.
You need to get more drunk. You need to get more drunk. Hurry up, more drunk.
That's great. All right, hold on. Everybody, vamp for me for a moment.
You're the not even 5 minutes into being the host, and this motherfucker's tanking it on the job. I swear to God.
Damn.
Just like, oh, Johnny's like, I'll do it this time, and he's all like, no, I want to be the blah 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 blah. It's like 2 minutes in, like, hey guys, I'll be right back. Fill some air for me.
Hey, you guys,
That's
you guys told me to
strike
get
one.
more. You guys told me to get drunk really fast, which requires me drinking a lot of alcohol, which
You
requires
can't
me
drink
having my
and host
mouth
the
full.
show at the same time. I'm sorry.
All right,
I
well, fine then. We'll
expected
just
more.
keep moving. Let's start off.
Why do you have the mic that close to your face?
Yeah, put it down, Colin. Gee.
He's like,
I
have the mic in my face.
You know, sometimes I like to have something in my face.
Whoa.
It's going to make it really weird when you are shifting it back and forth. Since you're the host, we want you to be consistent, man. So put that shit on a freaking stand right in front of you and try not to move your goddamn head.
That's strike two. That's strike two.
Actually, I don't even know
Damn
what I'm
it,
feeling
Frank,
there.
I will turn this podcast around.
Shut the fuck up and listen to what I have to say.
A battle of
Because-
the hosts.
It's time to start this podcast. I'd like to start this podcast by asking all of you guys, what have you been doing lately, entertainment-wise?
Video game, television, and movies.
Although, strangely enough, we can't think of all three of those topics. I'll go ahead and take this one real quick. My wife and child have been out of town for the last evening, and I have not consumed that much porn since I was like 15. Jesus.
He has beat his shit
Let's
like
see your
cars
arm.
in
You
money.
don't even
What's your
understand,
arm?
man. Like last night, I had a hard time going to sleep because my dick felt like it had been dragged through like a fucking barbed wire fence wrapped in aluminum foil and steel wool. Okay, my God, and that's using lube. Okay, I'm just being honest. This is how I am. This is using lubricant. My dick was like. It looked like an old Jewish man from the Holocaust. Yeah, I'm going there. And he was just looking up at me like, please, just stop. Just stop. Why? Why are you doing it? It was, man, it's bad.
He beat it like it owed him money.
Oh my God.
Which hand?
I'm ambidextrous, but mostly right.
So let's see that arm. I want it. That you should be fucking jacked.
Just hold your arms out like this.
Okay, first of all, Franklin, goddamn it, stop moving that mic, you son of a bitch. You fucking rookie little... Oh my
Fine
God.
Mic is on a stand. You can fuck off right now.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Way to noob tube your first podcast, you son of a bitch. So, anyways, no, I'm actually I'm a guitar player, so I've trained myself not to use bicep and forearm. It's all wrist, man. It's all wrist.
Oh, carpal tunnel.
Yeah, man. Whatever, dude. I'm over there hitting those freaking 16th notes, galloping both ways. Johnny.
All right, that's enough out. That's enough out of you, Eric. Hey, Johnny. You
I've
haven't talked
been
much.
no, I've been making funny lip sync videos on this app called Musical.ly. You can follow me there, John S. Bernardo, and I do a lot of metal. Nobody does metal, so I'm doing all the metal. I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade, and I've been watching a lot of luchador wrestling and Ninja Turtles. That's what I've been doing.
All right,
Oh,
Wayne.
sure.
We've given your.
Hold on,
old
wait.
mind.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Calm your tits. Calm your tits. I forgot. I just mentioned the porn thing. That was overwhelming. But also I watched the first 5 episodes of Mr. Robot. Fucking fantastic. It was a
Told
great
you.
show. I cannot wait.
I
I'm probably
told
gonna
you.
finish it tonight. So good. So good.
Once it happens, you need to message me.
Whenever what that thing is that you're talking about, I will.
It's not a major character. It's just I don't know. Maybe I'm over
Shut up!
exaggerating.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Stop it.
All right, old man Wayne. You talk since these guys are being weird.
I don't know. I haven't had much fun the last couple of weeks. I've had dental work 2 weeks in a row.
Dental plan.
I've been planning my vacation to Las Vegas in 2 weeks for my wedding anniversary. So I've been doing a lot of non technological entertainment.
So more physical and putting it in, right?
Yeah.
All right, that sounds fun.
How many? You said it was your wedding anniversary coming up. How many years?
1.
Wait. I'm sorry. This will be your 1-year anniversary. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it will be.
That is adorable. How old are you?
35.
Jeez, man, why couldn't I wait that late? Oh, I would have had so much more money. Are you kidding me? Wait, John, you're married as well. How long have you been married, sir? What are you coming up on?
Year and a half, 2 years in September.
Wow. You wee little lassies, you cute, adorable little children. Man.
But I mean, technically, I've kind of been with this girl for like 5, almost 6 years now, so it doesn't.
That's adorable. That's so cute. This March I will be with my wife for 8 years.
My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
Eric's the new old man. Eric's the new old man.
And I'm young. I'm just beaten emotionally. That's all it is.
All I've got to say is
Financially.
marriage. Really, guys, marriage. Come on.
Yes.
See, here's the difference between you, single guy, and me, married almost 8 wonderful years. That really funny story I said earlier about beating it so bad it was about to fall off and crawl off like a slug from that movie Slither. Nathan Fillion, what? That's a fun thing for me because it's the rare occasion. It's like, I get to do this.
That's just my reality.
Whereas Franklin's over there just like, well, buddy, I guess it's just you and me again.
Well, if I was fucking a woman,
Monday lack of options.
Whoa. If I fuck a woman, who's fucking my hand?
Only you.
He can't
Only
be
you can.
He can't be 2-timing Sally Palm. Her 5 friends.
All right. Well,
Off to a great start.
we are off to a great start. Let me look at my topics here. I'm looking at topics in a spreadsheet that looks barren and empty.
Yeah, no, I forgot
There
we
are
had
a few
that.
things there, and one of them happens to be movies in a theater or on one of those things that Wayne is sitting on, a couch.
Couch.
So, Wayne, I believe you are
Save
probably
this for
the
Wayne.
movie expert here.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Would you like to break down the difference between watching a movie in a theater or on the couch? Words are hard.
It depends on the neighborhood that the theater is in, I guess you could say. Because there are plenty of... Going to see a big movie in a theater is a great thing, as long as the people in the theater cooperate.
Yeah, it's it's really kind of like going to war. Really, it's like as long as everybody else plays by somewhat decent guidelines, you can have a good time. That being said, yeah, it's all fair. Everybody's just like, fuck you, I'm gonna be a douchebag.
I saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens 3 times in the theaters. The first time I went to one of those nice, plush, sit in a big recliner, have the waiter come and bring you food, and watch a movie was magnificent. It cost me like $75 to eat that night at said theater, but it was still great. The next 2 times I saw it at my own theater, and I say this because I have run of the place because, as I've said, my wife runs it, but I saw it late at night with no one else. During the day, which...
Oh, whoa, is he still there?
I have to say that
What?
no, it's gone. That movie has made almost $1 billion domestically, and
Almost $2
we
billion.
sold out for it maybe 3 times in the entire time it was there. And the owner's like, "Well, sci-fi just doesn't do well here." No, your fucking theater is full of trash. That's what comes and sees movies. Do a better job of getting a better clientele. And I think that's a lot of theaters' problems, which has led to the rise of Netflix and chill and day one digital releases so people can watch on the sofa instead of having to go to a theater because they just don't want to deal with the people. A lot of times I'll drive way out of my way and pay to see a movie instead of going 5 minutes away and seeing it for free, getting free concessions, because I just don't feel like dealing with the general population that goes to that theater.
Those damn kids nowadays. Yeah.
Kids and shitball. I've had to physically remove drunks from that theater. Just that's all it's. Yeah, I'll pick up a broom and hit somebody with it. I don't care. I don't fight clean. I fight dirty.
Yeah, you gotta go straight for the balls. Honestly,
I'll kick him. Look, I'll kick a motherfucker in the balls. I don't care.
you hear that street coming out. Yeah.
Oh no, you
I don't care.
You kick him in the balls, you punch him in the throat, do whatever you have to win.
Yeah. So, what's the actual topic that we're talking about? I'm sorry.
We're talking about
Franklin,
watching a movie.
You're not holding it.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Eric. The topic.
For Christ's sake,
watching
put the goddamn
movies.
mic down. John, get off of his dick, okay? Jeez.
The topic
I'm looking out for him like a little bro, okay? I'm trying to help out Nana-chan over here. I'm trying to be the best big bro I can be. All right? Anybody who actually gets that P4 reference, you're welcome.
Quiet on set.
It doesn't work. You can't try to calm people down and then turn your head away from the mic. What are you doing?
I'm doing exactly what Greg would do. Greg Miller, Trendy Gamer, 2015. I'm doing exactly as he would do.
That's
Ruin
false.
the show.
When he leans back, he picks the mic up and leans back. He doesn't start going off.
Yeah,
on a
but
rant.
then you yell at me when I pick my mic up. So y'all can fuck off. Eric, the topic is watching a movie in a theater versus watching it on a couch. What do you prefer and why? And what are the pros and cons for you personally?
Before we get into that, hey John, what's your name on that Musical.ly thing? I want to follow you.
Fucking. It's the same as.
Come on, hurry up,
Twitter.
man. We're on the air. Come on.
It's the same as my Twitter.
John
S.
Bernardo. It's fun. Oh, there you are. You handsome little. Oh, look at you with the ears.
You like
That's
that? Huh?
adorable. Yeah.
I'll
that,
throw it at you.
God, what the fuck is that? Hold up.
Okay, get to the question.
I like it. Oh man, that's great. Okay, so yeah, I preferred watching stuff on Netflix because what the hell is that? Wayne, what are you
Jesus
showing
Christ, can we get to this fucking topic?
It was a
wrong
garbage
with
truck
you?
on fire. The joke wasn't as funny after the setup. Just go ahead. Keep going.
Tell what it was. It looked like some terrible news clipping. I was just like, stop being an old man and trying to share what's happening in the world. We don't want to know.
You see, I'm trying to be nice and let you guys talk a little bit, but whenever I let you guys go off the rails and shit, you just never come back.
All right, continue.
Pregnant pause. Right. I got a kid, so I have to get a babysitter. I don't like having to do that. I don't like having to worry about going to a movie and being seated next to. I went and saw the what was it, Kingsman, and good movie. I enjoyed it. Would have enjoyed it a lot more if I didn't have fucking South Park kids sitting like down one row and over two seats. I had freaking like two or three kids that the oldest had to have been like 9. And they were just like, good God, they were cussing worse than the freaking film. That was just like, I hope that it was their older sister and not their mom, but like whoever was with them got up and left like 5 times. She's probably in the theater for a total of like 15 minutes, and God, it was the worst. I wanted to like yell at them, but they were all black, and that would have been a hate crime. Whereas if they were white, I could just fucking curb stomp their ass. My God. But yeah, no, I much prefer just being in my comfy PJs and sitting on the couch watching Netflix and whatever the hell's.
All right, Johnny.
I'm all about the couch. I fucking hate people. I don't want to be next to them. I don't want to deal with your
That's
shit.
John
you
Espernardo.
shitty
Follow on Twitter.
Send your mail to John Espernardo at 420 Blaze Street, fucking
No, honestly,
Louisville, Canada.
Well, you go to the theater and you get people kicking your chair. You get the fucking dickheads in line. You got to pay $20 a ticket to get reserved seats. I don't like that shit. As soon as I can get it on the internet, it's done. It's on the TV, ready to go.
I said I like to watch stuff on Netflix on the couch. I didn't say I like to steal from perfectly hard-working people.
I didn't say anything about stealing.
You said as soon as I can get it on the internet, not as soon as I can buy it through Google's Play, not as soon as I can buy it through Apple TV.
I didn't know you could get it
internet implies digital and Netflix. So there. Loophole. You're the one. You're making assumptions. You make an ass out of yourself.
You assuming things, Eric. We don't like when you assume things.
Yeah, that's it's really that's a far reach, assuming that John might occasionally pirate the odd torrent here or there.
I didn't even know what a torrent is. Never even heard of it.
It's
part of the internet has not reached Canada yet.
I was gonna say it's a United States thing. Basically, when a big thing of water is rushing at you, it's like that. So don't worry. I know you guys don't have moving water up there. It just freezes and looks like ice.
Well,
this is such a burning pile of shit.
Well, Frank, what do you like to do?
It's not Frank's fault.
What do you like to do?
What I like to do is,
here we go.
If I don't have anyone that I'm gonna fuck after I watch a movie in a theater, I don't go to a theater. I go to Netflix, and I masturbate at home. Sad.
He Netflix and chills with himself.
To movies from the 60s. Netflix and chills with Palmela.
Yes. With Paula Anderson.
How's the old girl, anyways?
Pretty smooth. I use lotion on my hands. Not while I'm masturbating, because that stuff sometimes does weird things to your penis.
Yeah, read the label. External use only.
Yeah, but I definitely use lotion on my hands when I'm not masturbating. And when I am masturbating, I have this special lubricant that I use. But that's not important, right? Well, you could all assume that I masturbate a lot, right? That's just the modern society we're in. Just like you're assuming that I've been drinking a lot before this podcast.
I don't think you've been drinking enough.
Drinking is one of those things I like to do all the time, especially while playing video games.
Segue.
So, I'd like to ask you guys what sort of handicaps you like to do while you're playing video games. I'd like to preface this with, most recently, I did an Extra Life stream where I played Rocket League. I ate a lot of habanero peppers and drank shots of liquor. It was pretty terrible, but it was fun also for people watching.
It was quite hilarious.
So
yeah, no, I'd like to watch hot peppers, but I wouldn't do the hot peppers.
So, have any of you guys actually done like some sort of personal handicap while you played a video
I swear,
game?
I thought he was going to say heroin. Have any of you guys done hardcore drugs? Well, there was that one time I snorted cocaine off the back of a dead hooker while juggling babies.
Mm.
I
right.
personally did. Okay. Well, who goes first here?
Go, John.
Yes, Johnny. Tell us about
I did
Canadian
drunk
drug.
Mario Kart. Drunk Mario Kart, where I don't remember where I saw this, but you start the race. I think you have just like a shot or a cup of whatever, and you start the race. And before you can drive, you have to before each lap finishes. Oh no, sorry, before the race finishes, you need to finish your drink. But every time you drink, you have to pull. Don't drink and drive.
Huh. That's
Follow me?
interesting. I've played that same exact game. I suspect that you Canadians just fucking get high on maple syrup and moose hair.
No, it's just the maple syrup.
Oh.
Moose hair is a myth.
Is it true that sometimes you put moose hair in your shoes so that one day you hope you can run like a moose?
No, it's another myth.
Oh. I've done that once. Didn't work.
It's just occurred to me that maybe the host shouldn't be the one that gets super drunk so that he can be funny.
Shut the fuck up, Eric. Go.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, before I answer
Or wait,
your
Johnny,
question,
were you done? Johnny, were you done?
I guess for the most part, yeah. I never.
We'll get back to you. Eric, what handicaps do you do, other than your obvious mental one?
Midgets. I like midgets. I do amputees as well. Sometimes I'll crossbreed and I'll have an Alaskan snow midget amputee, of course. But then again, are they a midget if the legs are amputated, or are they just amputated and that's why they're short? You know, sometimes I can get. Anyway,
See, that's some murky waters right there.
No, it's the water's not murky at all. Okay, the professional amputation. The wounds were cauterized. There's nothing's leaking out. There's no
You
murkiness. there.
really don't know that.
Okay, so here's the thing. Before I answer your question, I'd like for you to answer my question, you lying sack of shit, because you, sir, Mr. President, are all like, blah, I don't go to movies, I hate people, I sit at home, and then you went on a massive masturbation rant. However, let the record show, because we can pull it up on YouTube right now, motherfucker, that, I want to say, 2-3 episodes ago, when we were talking about what's your favorite food at the movies, what did Frank say? He said nachos. He went off on John and I, because we don't like nachos. Frank, if you don't go to the movies and you don't like watching movies, how
I
the fuck
do
you
go to
like
the
nachos,
movies. I
you
did not
goddamn
say
son of a bitch.
Yo, fuck you. I didn't say I don't go to the movies. I just say I don't go to the movies without someone with me that I'm gonna fuck afterwards.
Apparently, that person is
Nachos.
nacho cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That person is not yours. It's mine.
God. Oh my God.
All right, that was horrible.
It was horrible.
Now answer the damn question, Eric. What
What's the
sort
question?
of handicaps do you
Oh.
like to partake in when you play video games, if at all?
Well, I played Destiny for a while. I would definitely consider that a handicap. That was
Here you
a
go.
terrible decision. But you know, we all do strange things when we're young. That being said, I don't understand the question. This is a stupid topic, Frank.
No,
You're
it
an
is
idiot.
not, you
this
fucking
is dumb.
asshole.
This is dumb.
Eric, Eric,
God damn it.
Eric.
You're trying to derail my show.
I just a little bit. No, no, it's not that bad of a topic. I'm just trying to make it your fault because I can't think of anything. I'm not sure if I actually understand it. Like, what handicap are we talking about?
Have you ever played a game impaired in some way?
No, I don't do anything.
Well, then
What would I be
you're a
impaired
fucking
on?
boring piece of shit.
This is true.
Do you
But
enjoy
I-
watching other people play with handicaps?
I honestly haven't. I don't do a whole lot of watching Let's Plays and stuff. I watched Wayne a little bit the other day. That was kind of fun. But normally I'm like, I'll just play the game.
Eric,
I'm sorry. I'm an
Eric,
old boring
Eric,
man.
Eric,
I apologize.
what is your purpose in life?
To reproduce.
To please that booty, man. Obviously, it's my duty to please that booty.
Oh, goodness. All right.
So because I'm a husband and a father, okay? My purpose in life is to fucking grind my ass into oblivion until it looks like a shattered, disgusting, former shadow of a man, and just bring home bacon so that they can spend it. That's pretty
And
much. I'm
whose
so
fault
glad right
is
now that my
that?
wife never listens to these. Obama. Fuck
Okay,
Obama.
thanks, Obama.
Anyway, go on to somebody else. I don't have a good answer.
Yeah, Wayne, be more interesting.
I think I've done the what everyone has done and played video games drunk. Never recording them, but I used to play Rock Band wasted. It was quite awesome, especially since I never played the instruments. I sang, so me drunk as hell singing is quite amazing. Garbage truck on fire. Yes, this is a garbage truck on fire. We need to come up with our own disastrous meme that stops stealing theirs. But no, I don't know.
Just a picture of Frank drinking a bottle from the side.
It's entertaining watching people. I was entertained watching Frank do shots and eat peppers. So it was fun. But yeah, the closest I think I've ever came to impaired playing is drinking and trying to play. Other than that, trying to sit on the sofa and play, games on the television. Yeah, that's like a handicap because my eyes are so bad I can't see shit. So when I was playing Destiny, it was quite horrible. Because you can't see that. I stopped playing Call of Duty because I can't sit 2 inches from the screen all the time.
Also, you got sick of playing the exact same game every 2 years.
That's true because the story modes kept getting worse and worse.
Every 2? Yeah. Try every 1.
Well, I mean they alternate developers, so there's a little bit of a difference.
Still the same shit though.
Yeah. Well.
Let's just agree
that Frank hates
it's
Ubisoft.
not the greatest idea for the first time you play a music rhythm game that you be drunk while doing it. Because
Or ever,
what
for that
happened to me when I played Amplitude on PS4. The first time I popped that piece of shit in, rather booted it up because it's digital only, I was very drunk and I was streaming it. And I looked really, really bad at the game, and that's what everyone thought of me.
How many views did you have?
I'm not I think I had maybe 10 to 15 people, but one of them was like some community manager on some forum or something, and they were like, yeah, you're not doing bad, wink. And I was like, okay, I'll try to revisit this game while not drunk, and every time I've played it since, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
did you put Amplitude drunk in the title?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember much.
I was perfectly frank. I may not have actually been streaming. It may have just been me playing a game and shouting at a microphone that wasn't plugged in. When I say I had viewers, what I mean is I had neighbors yelling at me through the window.
I'm not saying that as a false statement. I'm just saying that's not what I want people to look at.
It's not fully true either, right?
I mean, they weren't necessarily looking through the window rather than knocking down the door and strangling me. But I digress. Those are the only topics we have. That's really weird. We only had 2 real topics on this show.
The clash of medias, my friend.
The real clash
is the non-existence of the media. That's how it clashes.
I think everybody's watching the series finale right now.
Are they?
I can only hope so. That just means we have somebody watching. Jeez.
If you're bored with this show, you can go watch my show.
Hey, stop it! Stop it! Go ahead. Pimp it out,
It's okay,
man.
Eric.
I'm kidding.
It's okay, Eric. Let them have their own shows. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You guys have your own shows. Don't you worry. All right.
I believe, Wayne, you have a unique experience that none of the rest of us have, in that you have played The Division. You've played the beta that they sent out, and not necessarily to everyone who pre-ordered.
That is true. It took them till Sunday morning to send me my beta code.
So exactly how many hours did you have versus the amount of hours that were available?
I think at the last count, I was at... Let's see, I took a screenshot at some point. And we will see exactly what it was. I think it was around 20 hours that I played of the full, it was... Xbox got it Thursday, PC and PlayStation 4 got it Friday and had it through Sunday, but then they extended it through all day yesterday, so almost a week-long beta.
And you got to play it for how long?
And I played it for roughly probably around 20 hours. This screenshot was taken when
Let me ask you this, Frank.
at like
Wayne.
16 hours.
You, the guy with the accent.
Yes.
Man face. Let me ask you this: do you think? And I can't help but shake this terrible Destiny taste in my mouth. You played the game for 20 hours. Do you think that when that game goes live, that you will be able to beat the game in said amount of time?
The story missions, the main story missions, probably.
I mean, that's not
maybe.
necessarily enough, but if they're touting it as an RPG, I'm sorry. Like if you're saying this is an RPG and it's less than 20, unless it's specifically designed to be like that, if it's like a Child of Light game, I think it's like 10, 12 hours, something like that. Totally okay with that. But if this is a game where they're touting like replayability and it's always online and multiplayer, unless you don't like that, in which case it's just single player, Oh, you don't like single player because so much multiplayer. I was like, I have such a hard time understanding what the hell this game is actually supposed to be. So I know next to nothing. Pitch this to me. Why should I?
So this is a modern RPG. It is an RPG. There is a leveling system. There is a loot system. There is a customization system.
Yeah, they said that about Destiny. That's not an RPG. That's a shitty guys.
Destiny is not an RPG because there is no story. There is no progression. It's just level.
There's a story. It's just a terrible, thin story.
So, to fully go through, collect everything, if you're one of these completionists, if you're going to try and platinum, there were intel packages and stuff. I went around looking for that kind of stuff to see just how difficult and all that was to find it. And just the small section we were able to do, there was like 21 total like phone messages. You pick up like phones, and that's kind of how you find parts of the story of what was going on in New York City at the time. Of the 21, I was only able to find 15 in the time that I played.
Were they interesting? Or was it just like, oh, hey, fetch quests,
Well, no, it's not even fetch quests. It's stuff that you just have to find randomly. There's no kind of... In the beta, there was no fetch quest. There was go get the doctor from Madison Square Garden and bring her back to the base. But that was the only story mission that was available. But you could replay it over and over again. I
mean, that does essentially sound like a fetch quest. I mean, mixed with
just
like
go
an
get
escort
her.
mission. But,
Well, it's not even an escort mission. It was get to her, break her out, go to the roof, beat the boss, and then meet her back across the way at the
so she automatically goes back by herself.
Yeah, she automatically. It's not like a defend kind of thing.
Yeah. That sounds like more of like a fetchy thing. How much did that tie in with an actual story element? Did it have a cutscene? Was it interesting to watch?
There was cutscenes when you go and you actually get back. You get her an explanation of... Because the whole point is you're trying to figure out where the virus came from, who let it loose. So it's kind of got a start and finish story. I've
heard that it's good for RPGs to have those. I've heard that that's important.
Yeah, there is a linear path that you can go to non-linearly. Like, story missions, you have to play in order, but all the side stuff and the world building stuff is completely random in different areas. I don't think it needed to be 100% online all the time, for the simple fact that the only time you ever see other players is in the hub world and in the Dark Zone.
In the Dark Zone, I'm assuming, is the PvP area.
Yes, and when it launches, it's going to be like 24 versus 24, or 64 versus 64. Maybe PC's only getting 64 versus 64. But there's even, like, you don't have to go do PvP in those areas. You can just go find... There's NPCs in that area as well. Like, actual spawning bad guys, if you want to call it. Mm-hmm. In the Dark Zone as well, so for your own loot progression. But just playing it as a game, single player wise, I get how the ads for it were like, die alone, survive with others. Because when you go to play these missions on hard, they are a pain in the ass. The AI isn't stupid at all. It's probably a little OP at times. But it's full. I enjoyed it. I think once everything is open, it'll be fine. it is in no way, shape, or form as boring as Destiny was. I played Destiny. I was in the beta, and I played. Actually, I was at alpha, beta, and the release. I played all of them, and it is nowhere near as boring as that. There is story. You know what's going on. You have a purpose. You're not just running around randomly shooting shit. There's interaction with the random people running around New York. In the beta, there was just like citizen in need. Go see what they need, and they'll reward you some kind of way with stuff that is completely random that you can't find in other places, like appearance modifications and things like that you can't go buy from a vendor or stuff. And you can see in the world itself, you have like people fighting over stuff. I'm assuming that once the game goes live, you'll be able to interact with those people and kind of like quell disturbances and things like that. You're playing an undercover cop, essentially, is what your character is. The best thing I can say to show to like see what the game looks like, Corridor Digital, Node, and one of the other YouTube channels, they did 4 short films, kind of like a backstory of some random agents, and they were really good. They're like 5 to 10 minutes a piece, but it kind of sets you up pretty well as to what is going on in the game. I was quite aggravated. I was watching Twitch Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And Thursday and Friday, when people were first getting their hands on it, and I'm talking these people who have crap tons of viewers, these, what do they call them? These trendsetters, these influencers, who had no idea anything about this game.
You mean like Greg Miller, Trending Gamer of the Year? No, I'm just kidding.
No, like they were given these access to these games, and they have no idea. Like, I was watching this guy; he had 36,000 viewers when I tuned in, and he knew nothing about the game. Like, so it was quite aggravating to see somebody play who knew nothing about the game.
Yeah.
Go in. Ubisoft kind of handled it crappily. Like I said, I ordered this game when it first got announced at E3 3 years ago, so there was no beta code access plan or whatever at that point in time.
Let me ask you a question. Why, and this is kind of off the subject, but that's okay, because nothing against you. You did a fantastic job describing all that. However, it sounds boring as shit, and I'm not going to buy that game. It's because the best compliment I heard you say multiple times was that it's not as bad as Destiny, which technically not a compliment. Jesus Christ, Cat, what the hell? What the?
Yeah, I have no interest in that game after hearing that. Either.
So, yeah,
it's something you have to actually play to know.
What I do want to ask, though, you said that you ordered it 3 years ago back at E3. Why? Like, and I'm not necessarily against or for pre-order, blah blah blah, whatever. But what was your incentive at the time to pre-order a game?
I was just looking for.
Which I'm sure you were thinking that it was going to be 3 years before it came out, but
yeah, no, I was just looking for a multiplayer to play with friends. And then the more I heard about it, that it was single player, and I did not hang out with those friends anymore. I was like, awesome, I can still play this game a lot.
I love the fact that this game is announced. You're all hyped for it, and by the time it actually launches, your life situation has changed so much that the initial reason why you pre-ordered it is not even remotely the reason why you want it now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's probably one of those things.
You're married now. You got responsibilities. You can't stay up past 9 o'clock.
Yeah, describing the game probably doesn't do it justice. It's
yeah, it really doesn't. Because it sounds so terrible.
What, like, all right, so when you go into an RPG, we can't go JRPG because they don't make games like that anymore, really, massively anymore. There's niche ones, but that's still not a big AAA. Everybody knows about it. Because even though there's a 3DS in this house, I'd never get it. If it was on a console, maybe, but. When you open, like, when you go into an RPG...
Hold on, wait. Stop right there, my friend. I know that I haven't let you finish answering the question I already asked, but I think this is a better topic. When you said, if it was on a console, maybe, why? Like, what is it about a handheld that means it's not going to be good enough to be a big epic experience? What's going on there?
Alright, this sounds like other show material.
No, I'm just saying, look, alright, so my wife's 3DS, right? I have no want to stare at a small screen. Like, it's just preferential. Like, I read like this, right?
Get the XL. Get the big boy.
Yeah.
I have this War of Mine on here, and I barely play it. I love that game.
That's because
But
it's a shitty touch interface. That's why. But here, let me explain something real quick. So the way that your eyes perceive things, okay? If you're sitting right in front of your big TV and all that stuff, if you have your handheld, Frank, you use a little 3DS, Frank, if you hold that screen about 7 inches from your face, does it look teeny tiny or does it look fucking massive?
I'm not sure what 7 inches looks like. I've never seen something that big.
Imagine my penis.
You saw it when you went
On a
over.
really good day.
So like
Your cat is about to tear down your curtains.
like that? Like this?
Yeah, that would be
That
about.
looks That doesn't look like a teeny tiny screen. It does for you because you got your little damn Smurf 3DS over there. Graduate, get yourself a big boy. Man, alive! You're coming out with a little terrible little teacup, and you're like, oh, this isn't. Well, get yourself a fucking pint. Come on, man.
I'm not like I have a PSP over there. You know about how much time I actually played it?
Look, did you just say you have? I got a PSP. Oh, I got this system that's been dead and over
Doesn't
with.
matter. I bought Crisis Core for it. I barely made it through that because I just did not want to play.
Yeah, but the difference is that wasn't that great of a game. It was okay. It was a good story. The gameplay sucked. But Cat, what are you doing? Seriously.
I'm just not a portable person.
It doesn't have to be. No. Listen here, buddy. Chum. Okay?
So, Johnny.
Some of the best... Jeez, hold on.
All right, while he's out,
Yes, Frank.
while he's
I'm
out
saying,
doing
like,
that,
my whole thing is, like...
Say bye, because you're going outside.
Everything that I have played in, like, new RPGs is there in the game. I just describe it horribly bad. But it's all there. I mean, what you want in an RPG is a level progression, a story, customization, because, you know...
so
that was
levels,
one-
skill trees, loot.
Yes, there's, like, a fucking perk system out of this world. Like, there was, like, 4 pages that you couldn't access in the beta. I wish I'd actually captured gameplay to do for my video.
Okay, so here's the thing. I had to go throw the pussy outside. It happens sometimes. Had my earpiece in, heard everything you said. Let me just go ahead and clear some things up, okay? First of all, you said, oh, blah, 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 has all the elements of new RPGs, that's all. Okay, first of all, new RPGs suck. 99% of them suck.
Xeno.
So, yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X, very much so not part of that trend. Mostly because it's not released on any console that matters right now. So here's the thing. Everything that you were just listing, you're like, yeah, you know, everything that makes an RPG an RPG. Yeah, you got your level progression, you got your story. But I'm sorry, that's not what makes it an RPG. That's what makes it a video game. That's like saying, oh, it's a good RPG. Why? Oh, it's because it's got a leveling system. That's like, oh, it's a good game. Why? Oh, because it lets you save. It's like, no, that's not like a feature of a genre. That's a feature of a game.
Okay,
Ninja
so
threw off.
okay. Let me get this back on track here.
Yeah,
Wayne, how well does it operate as a third-person shooter?
No, we're talking about the RPG aspect.
Shut up!
Nobody
I'm
cares about
talking
the
about
shooter
the
part.
Division.
No one cares about the shooter
Actually
part.
is.
The Division, yeah, he's saying that it's an RPG. I'm saying that I don't think it is because
What I'm
everything he's saying
saying
doesn't
is-
sound like an RPG.
God damn it! Fuck
Get back
you,
in your
Eric.
bottle.
I'm trying to guide him in the
Shush.
right direction here, and you're just derailing this.
I don't
shit.
wanna-
You're
I
trying
don't
to
wanna-
make me look like
listen.
a bad host. So
You are
shut
not
the
a bad
fuck
host.
up, Eric.
Young man, okay? I'm not trying to guide him anywhere. I want him to answer my question because I don't think this is going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a good RPG. For one, he was saying stuff, blah, 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 blah. Perks. My God, perks is not a piece of vocabulary that belongs to an RPG. A skill system is. For
And it's
fuck's
basically
sake.
the same thing. They're just called... Yes!
Nope,
It's
that's
the
it.
same thing!
The host.
Skills and perks, same thing. As a third person... How?
Yes.
Alright, so what would you describe a skill as in an RPG? What part of...
It depends on the genre, for one. But I would consider it something that is a new or expanded ability of a pre-existing ability. Or sorry, a expanded feature of a pre-existing ability or a fully new ability that you did not have before. Not something that makes my gun reload faster.
Nope, that's not... No. You see, they list perks as exactly what you just did. They just call it perks. Your
So
guns
what do you
that
play in
you
the game
get
that was
are
like that?
completely different.
That's gear. That's not a skill.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So, like, the thing to make your gun load, that's all on your equipment. Your skill set, when you go into the menus, okay? They were all there, but we couldn't access them in the beta. You have your 3, your tech, like, based on your base of operation, you have your medical, your tech, and your security, right? So that opens a tree of skills directly underneath that. On those skills, you have mods to those skills, and then you have an entirely different perk tree, which was on a completely separate page that had everything to do with all those
that
other
you could
things.
actually see what they did.
No, they were all like fuzzy. Like you
So
couldn't
basically, all the stuff that made it an RPG, they didn't actually let you play with. Awesome.
because again, this was nothing. This was not a beta. This was
There we go.
this was a demo. Is exactly what this was. This was a demo. The game is like playing it. The game
When
is
does the game actually come out?
March 8th.
It comes out March 8th.
Yes. So this was a
And you're
demo.
telling me this wasn't a beta.
No, this was a demo. The game is done. There is nothing they're going to change. From what we saw to what's going to come out, I guarantee there's going to be no difference.
I mean,
Except for the shit that makes the PC version not work.
I've never played a beta where all of a sudden it comes out, and they always put the big thing of like, oh, this is not necessarily, show what the final product. Yes, it does. Shut up.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you're
this,
shipping this
they
already.
called this a beta, but it is basically it was a demo for the game.
But the
like
thing
we
I don't
usually get.
understand is why did they, if it's not a beta, why did they lock stuff out? I mean, just like cut you a little piece of like, oh,
Okay.
here's the game. It annoys me because
Here's the
I
thing.
want this game to be good. It just doesn't
why
sound like
put-
it is.
Why put everything in a game? Like, if I had the access to this game for a week, say I got it on the 28th with the Xbox players. If I had access to this game for a week and was able to access all of it and beat it, what would be the point of me buying it? If
No,
I
a demo,
wasn't
you
interested
can't beat a
into
demo.
the...
That's
what
why
I'm
I'm saying it
There's
feels
no-
like a beta because they just give you this little area.
No, because you topped out at level 8, you couldn't go no further. You topped out at level 12 in the Dark Zone, you couldn't go any further. This was a demo. This was not a beta.
That's
They
not a
weren't-
demo. A
the
demo
only
is a
thing-
vertical slice that is actual game that you get to play. I never played
Yeah.
a demo back in the day where it's just like, here's 1% of the features, now dick around for however much time you want it. Jesus Christ. Ubisoft. Ugh!
The only thing this was betaing was server loot. That was it. That was it. They locked you out of... Because, again, if you have access to everything and you beat it all, what's the point of buying the game after the fact?
Which is why I'm saying like you were saying, it's a demo, not a beta. Obviously, they were using it as a beta for the servers and stuff, but that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, if this is such a, as they've been touting it lately, such a single-player experience, centric, why the hell are you having to test these stupid servers that you only come in contact with other people at such excruciatingly small times?
Just
Exactly.
because, I mean, for the simple fact that what is the biggest gripe anybody has with a game that has any online component when it comes out? When the servers can't handle the load. So they test that in the Dark Zone in the hub worlds. You start at level 4, so you miss the entire opening of the game. So again, this is like one small section, a vertical slice of the game that you don't have full access to.
Yeah.
It's a demo. Like, again, you look at it and go, everything is there. We just don't have access to it. The game is done.
So let me ask you this: after what you've played, are you still glad that you've purchased this game already?
Yes.
Are you excited for it?
Yes, because I don't just go buy random games.
I'm gonna say right now,
put a little
20
too much
bucks.
fucking...
I'm gonna say $20. Wayne is gonna play this game, and he's gonna realize that like the vast majority of everything that he thought was fun about it, he's already played for 20 fucking hours, and he's gonna be sick of it by the time the game actually gets here, and none of the other stuff's actually gonna matter. Or I hope I'm wrong, because I love you, man. I do. Your week has been shitty. You got your homeowner's shit with the water and the leaking and the mic's not working and, technical problems and all this other stuff. But hey, damn it, you're skinny, you're tall, you got decent hair. So there's that. I want you to love this game. Let's wrap this shit up because they're going to kill us, and I apologize. I'm
All right,
so
to answer Frank's question that he answered, third-person shooter-wise, give me a good third-person shooter game, Frank, that you would think is a good third-person shooter.
I'd say Uncharted does it decently enough. I'd say that Gears of War has probably mastered it.
Yeah, definitely.
Order 1886. I think that was a better game.
Two games I've never played, so give me something. I've never played Gears or Uncharted.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tomb Raider.
Unreal Tournament, pretty good.
God no.
FPS.
Tournament's a first person.
No,
Yeah.
I thought...
Have you played any of the other Tom Clancy games?
Splinter Cell Blacklist. How about that?
How about Metal Gear? Have you played Metal Gear?
The new one, yes, or
Yes.
all the Metal Gears, yeah. You have covered the. I would say it's just as good as the last one. If you compare, I mean, graphically, Phantom Pain looks way better, just because it's open and you don't have to get into the nitty gritty details. But the game does look great. But I would say it's on par with a Metal Gear third-person shooter.
Let me ask you this: is it better than the shooting in Watch Dogs?
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
If you like,
Once
there
again,
is
it's
no
like a
aim
Destiny
assist. Wait,
comment. That's not
there
really
is-
touting anything.
there is no aim assist really for this game, whereas aim assist in Watch Dogs just basically let you go into God mode and kill everybody. There's no aim assist. This is all freehand. I've heard people complain about, it would be better on keyboard and mouse. I had no problem with it on the controller, aiming and doing things like that. And I cut my teeth PC gaming FPSs back in the 90s, so...
Shouldn't do that. It's dangerous. I'm having all this dental work now.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say it works as a third-person shooter. To me, it works as like it's supposed to. I, for one, am not a fan of the PvP. I've never been a fan of PvP in any game, so that's the biggest downgrade to me is the PvP. That it has a PvP section,
And you said this
PvP
comes out-
section that has better loot in it. But I'm assuming you can get
Yeah.
better loot in the open world as well.
And you said this comes out March 8th?
Yes.
Yes,
Awesome.
March
The
8th.
good news is that April 26th is when Uncharted 4 comes out, and then hopefully not much later this year we'll get to play Quantum Break. So excited about that.
That, my friends, has been a shit show. Holy shit. Johnny, what was it like just sitting on the sidelines here listening to them bickering like children?
I got my I got my evening nap through, so that's good.
This is how you know we're building chemistry. We're getting used to each other because we fucking jump down each other's throats and be like, no, you listen to me.
All right, well, gentlemen, that has been the first and last ever episode 11 of the Media Clash podcast.
Last episode of the show, period.
Media
Wait.
Trash Podcast.
Hey, Wayne. If people wanted to learn more about The Division or just follow you
Oh, Jesus Christ.
realistically, like
Follow
with
me
other
really-
shit, where would they find you?
You can go to youtube.com/WGASNOLA. I should have another Division video up this week, assuming that I can get my water heater replaced at some point tomorrow. But yeah, I should have another video up. Hopefully I grab some footage that I have on my PS4 and go into better detail, Eric, about why the
God,
game
please
should be
no.
played.
Oh, man.
Hey, look, people seem to have liked my other one, so I'm going to do another one, but I think maybe it's just because I was running around with a gun. But that and EmeraldHighland.Productions is where you can find all of my stuff, my photography, my videos, all of our other podcast needs. Media Clash podcast, video episodes, and audio episodes can be downloaded from there. And the Breakdown podcast that I do with other people can also be gotten there.
All right, that's where you can find Wayne, Old Man Twittersless Wayne.
Hey, and look, did we not agree at some point if we get 100 subscribers to the podcast, I will get a Twitter?
Yes, we did agree, and I will hold you to it.
There's 100 subscribers on YouTube.
How many of those are real, John?
5.
Exactly. I was gonna say, how many drones did we have to create so that we could rename your channel?
Only 3.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, how about you, Eric? Where can people find you interrupting other people and trying to overtake their podcast?
Well, I will say this. I'll go ahead and start what is and forever shall be the end of the show. Since you want to steal every other fucking thing under the sun, you redheaded stepchild bastard. I'm at Scooby Shag. Don't follow me. I hardly ever do anything on there. I'm super boring. I do more stuff on Facebook for actual people that. By the way, I should add you guys on Facebook. I do funny stuff on there. You guys would like it. I should probably do it on Twitter too. But Wayne's not even on Twitter, so I couldn't be. God damn it, Wayne. Join the fucking 20th. Not even 21st. Just join the 20th century, man. I'm surprised you're not using fucking dial-up over there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. At Scooby Shag, and then me and John are going to be doing something special here pretty soon. I'll go ahead and let John tell you about that right now.
I'm not gonna tell anybody about it yet.
He'll tell you about it later.
Damn, he's
Tell you
holding
about
it
it
back
later.
from
Hey,
us, too.
Eric, how about you stop trying to do the transitions and let the host do that? Because that's the host's job. Hey, Johnny. How you doing?
Hey,
As Spider-Man would say, do your job.
Spider-Man.
Hey, everyone else shut up. I'm talking to Johnny right now. We're having a little one-on-one sesh here. If we're going to have sex later. Right, Johnny?
Yup.
Now, if people wanted to see your sexy ass, where would they find you?
John S. Bernardo. That's on Instagram, Twitter, and Musically.
Oh, yeah, Musically, that app that allows you to do music videos while lip syncing.
14-year-old, like a 14-year-old girl.
Yes, we're all 14-year-old girls on the inside. That was a Media Clash podcast. You can find me at the Arctic Sloth on Instagram.
I'm so glad.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad
You
you
can
didn't butcher
also-
that and say that we're all inside of 14-year-old girls. That would have been really bad.
Well, Eric, thanks for fucking up my outro.
Go
This
ahead,
is
You
wrap
can say
it
it
up.
twice
Flash
now.
out.
You can say it twice. That means everybody's going to hear it. Now it's going to
God
be 3
fucking
times.
damn it, you fucks! Just let me finish! I need to get this over with!
You chose this.
Ah! Alright, so this has been the Media Clash Podcast, episode 11. If you listen to this, thank you for your suffering. You can find me at the Arctic Sloth. You can find this podcast on Johnny's fucking YouTube or Wayne's website. I also do a blog post about this shit. It goes on my website, projectslothumgaming.com. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram, the same username. Until next time, just clean out your ears and try to survive until next week. Be well.
Go touch yourself, everybody.
Bye.